I used the separate self sense, feeling separate, as a meditation tool in order to come back home to myself. That vibrational energy of feeling uncomfortable, feeling that little bit of anxiety, a little bit of something is not quite right. That knowing creates the seeker, right? Very intelligent, because then it wakes it up and says, something's not right. And the spiritual seeker is awoken too. If one is not going after it spiritually, one goes after it in a worldly way. That not quite right. What something doesn't feel right in sync. And then people go and search for it on the outside in the world. We know that. And we do it as well as wanting to come back home spiritually, right? We call it spiritual seeking. But all of us have a way that we use it also, that seeking energy on the outside, and not all of it's bad. But the spiritual seeker starts to turn that inward looking, that something's not right. Instead of looking for the outside solely, it places attention inside and say, I wonder what that is. What's going on here? It's not just a psychological problem, emotional problem. I don't have my life in order problem. But I feel out of sync. I feel unbalanced. And we catch wind of true nature and enlightenment, all those words, and we think, that speaks my language. Something is calling me home. Thing is that spiritual seeking is not meant to just be done in the mind. Like, who am I? The inquiry method, the jnana yoga. But in the beginning is something that can be used at any time, which is, I feel out of alignment, out of sorts, unhappy, uncomfortable. Because we're meant to be in wholeness. We're meant to be at oneness. So feeling two-ness is going to make you uncomfortable. It's going to create a vibrational signature inside that is very potent and useful. It's not really spoken about much, but this is something that I really recommend because I used it for myself, and that is, use that uncomfortableness. Pay attention to it. It's an inner language that's being spoken vibrationally that says there's an out of syncness here. The intelligence is speaking. Do you all know what I'm talking about? Because you wouldn't be here if you felt completely in alignment. I mean, of course, some of you are here because you want to be here and you love me. I love you too. But you know what I mean? Like, we're here as a Sangha and support, and also reminder, and Sangha, which is just saying hi, hello. This is what's been most important, and I honor that. I'm honoring that. Wherever you are, being lost and wanting to come back home, it has a signature to it. Being lost has a signature to it, a vibrational signature. And it hurts. Like when you go out in nature, if you still feel some lostness of any level, wherever you are, And you can tell that you're not really home within your home. It's home. If you still think of Mother Earth as a thing outside of you, there's still some separation there. That longing is potent. It's meant to be there, wanting to resolve that paradox, that separation paradox. And there's a reason why these different bhakti poets, Persian poets, and so on spoke about longing, singing songs and prayers of wanting to go back home. Because their song was meant to bridge that gap between this longing and the pain still here of separation and that which one is longing for, the beloved, they called it. And we're meant to want to bridge that gap. We're meant to sing that song. We're meant to have that longing. I want you with all my heart. I want this with all my heart. It doesn't have to be a you anymore. It starts to close the gap. What it is we're longing for, it being outside of ourselves starts to close. That gap closes. This, just this, I want this longing, this prayer, this home, this love, being, your being singing to itself, here, now, here, now. I love you with all my heart. I love this with all my heart. These are words. It creates separation just in the words, but really it's just this now, here. Don't let the words create separation. It's the longing that doesn't have separation in it if you're true to it. Because it will teach you that the longing, it lives here, and that rotation of what it's longing for, it starts to get smaller, the space, until it stops. Because it's been reached, what it's longing for. It's no longer a movement, but it has to be there until it really gets it, what it's longing for. It's right here. You as you are. No perfection needed. You are what you're longing for, they say, you know? And then here now, including the longing, here now. You as you are, here now. Any pain of separation just is part of the longing, here now. Truth speaking, truth feeling, truth experiencing. Truth is inclusive. You here now, as you are, just as you are. And then again. Just here now again, as you are. And that's love, you know, that's love, being here now for itself, loving itself, welcoming itself. No need to change anything to be here now.